Welcome to Models Talk. Let's talk about it.
Yes. This is your girl Zaharraa Geyhanna with Models Talk, y'all. How y'all doing out there? I have someone very special. She's come into the industry and she's doing the thing because I heard she's got a ferocious walk, and her name is Enzia Lofton. Hello, doll.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you today?
I'm fabulous. Thank you. I'm so happy to be interviewing you because, baby, I have never interviewed someone with 4,000 likes on their walk.
Thank you.
That
I'm
is
honored.
so fabulous. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You're more than welcome. Look, let's just talk about it and get into it. Tell
Okay.
me a little something about yourself. Can you tell me how long you've been walking?
So I've been walking. It will be 3 years in September of this year. I got started with a designer. Her name is Cherie. She does like prom wear. So I just went to that casting, and that's where it all began.
And you caught the bug, huh?
Yes, I did.
Well, honey, you're beautiful. I love your look, and I think your passion is ridiculous. Look, I have questions written down here on my little piece of paper.
Okay.
Yes, I do. And let's just start from the top. What motivated you to become a model, Enzia?
Well, ever since I was a little girl, I knew I've been interested in like fashion in general. But I grew up watching America's Next Top Model, my girl Tyra, and also
Of course.
Naomi Campbell. She really inspired me. Her walk is fierce, she's fierce, and they are both fierce. So I love them, and that's what inspired me.
Okay. And what gave you the confidence to actually get out there and try it?
Well, honestly, at first I didn't have the confidence. Everyone always told me that I should model, but I never thought I would be able to do it. I'm kind of shy sometimes, so that played a part. But then I just like, girl, you can do this. So I got up one day, I practiced in the mirror, my walk and my poses, and here I am today.
Yes, baby. That's how you do it, gang. Yeah, I'm going to do like you youngsters do now. Yeah.
Clock it.
I love it. You have the confidence and the ability because, baby, anybody with 4,000 likes on they walk, what?
Thank you.
You are setting it on fire out there in Pittsburgh, PA.
Thank
the
you.
Steel City. Yes, ma'am. Okay. So with you admiring Tyra and Naomi Campbell and America's Next Top Model, what helped you follow that dream? Besides, you had to garner the confidence. What helped you pull you in and say, "This is it"?
Well, I just start building my confidence. Like I said, my confidence wasn't there when I was younger, but as I got older, and I just started gaining confidence. So it really was myself and me looking at myself saying, I can do this, you can do this, India. And that really helped me. So I just got out there, and now my confidence is like up here.
Absolutely. It's going to take all that, baby, to be big, bad, and bold. Yes.
Right.
And you're doing that thing. You are
Thanks.
doing that thing. So what is it like modeling in the Steel City, baby?
I would say the industry, it doesn't really, in my opinion, get you that far. Like a lot of the shows that I have done, they weren't paid. My paid show was for the Pittsburgh Steelers style fashion show. So,
I was trying to get to that.
I'm sorry. But yeah, that was like one of my only paid shows.
Yeah.
So it's not really a good market, I would say, for modeling. I hope that it does grow. But other than that, I really want to go like to New York, Atlanta, LA, places like that.
And you have walked for one of my favorite designers of all, Eva Dixon. How is that?
I love Eva. She's a very sweet lady. Her designs are amazing, and I really enjoy working with her.
Absolutely wonderful. I know she had you in something stunning. When you're presenting in such a way, you're showing the confidence and you walking the walk. When you developed your walk, what were you thinking about?
I honestly was just thinking about like me as a person, like how I am. I'm an outgoing person. I'm a fun girl. I'm confident now. So I'm like, girl, you're confident. You are bad. You can do this, girl. So just the confidence is there now, like I said.
Okay, well, did you ever take any courses or classes,
No,
to help with you learning your walk?
no, I'm self-taught. I am
Yourself?
self-taught.
Oh,
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
better give me some. Give me some. Yes, ma'am. That's what I'm talking about. Did you ever consider doing any classes?
Yes, for Barbizon, but it was like very, very expensive. And a lot of people that I know who have done Barbizon, they haven't gotten far. So I was like, I don't want to waste my money on something and it's
Good
not going to take me anywhere, you know?
good for you. I think that you can get model coaches to give you more than
Right.
what Barbizon can possibly give you, because you can learn something, and I suggest always taking classes to
Mhm.
keep hone your skills,
Right.
because even though we're bad and we do what we do, we can always be better, and there's
Right.
always someone better than us, even though
Right.
we're
It's always good to
comparing
be
ourselves.
humble. Yes.
But we can always be better than where we are. So
Right.
I always suggest to models to go seek different types of model coaching,
Oh,
and see what they bring to the table for you, and then take in a little nibble here and a little nibble there to incorporate into what you do.
right.
I think that's insurmountable is the word I
Mhm.
was looking for. You said modeling in the steel city isn't conducive to really modeling. What kind of
Yeah.
obstacles have you ever run into there?
Just like the pay. That's the main thing. I want to be a paid model. Get paid for my work, my creativity, my like I
Mhm,
said, my hard work that I put in, the hours and everything. So really,
mhm.
that's the main thing. I feel like Pittsburgh has a lot of creative designers, very talented people, but I feel like you should pay your models. They're modeling your brand and things of that nature. So.
Do you all have the situation where models don't even get a bottle of water sometimes?
Yeah, some shows the only show there was 2 shows that I think that I had food and water and stuff at, so I feel
Wow.
like that's, like, unacceptable, you know?
Do you
Yeah.
go in with a contract?
The only contract I have is with, Mr. Jones, so
hmm
but other than that, no.
All right. Well, you're under IFA now, baby. That's a huge umbrella, but that's a good umbrella to be
I'm
under.
honored to be here.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, let's keep moving. When you did the Pittsburgh Steelers style fashion show
Mhm.
and you got paid, how'd you feel?
I felt good. I was like, finally, like finally my hard work like I'm getting paid for what I do and something that I am truly passionate about and that I love. So it felt very nice. And Miss Kia Tomlin, she's a great person. She's very
hmm
sweet. So
hmm
it was a fun experience.
And so, what did you have to present for to be in this particular show? How did you have to present yourself?
I would just presented myself with, of course, the confidence, the outgoingness, the drive. I think is the main thing that got me in. I
hmm
worked with a lady named Miss Demetria Basella. I don't know if you know of her, but she really helped me get into the show. But it was my drive and my what is the word I'm looking for? Um, my productivity that
hmm
helped me get into the show.
hmm And when you got there, how did you maintain and being in that environment, knowing that you're going to get paid? How did you keep a positive mindset for that?
Well, the main thing was being punctual. Like as a model, I feel like you have to be punctual, be on time, do what you're supposed to do, take constructive criticism, and not, you know, take offense to it. Things of
Mhm.
that nature. So that really helped.
Yes, I'm sure it did, because that matters.
Mhm.
Regardless of what anybody else says, punctuality is key. It's
Right.
part of, just like communication is
Mhm.
key,
Right.
and being upfront and honest about things, and dealing with whatever is going on in the chaos.
Hmm.
Dealing with that as well as being punctual is key factor in anybody doing a job. I
Right.
don't look at modeling as a job, because it's a gig. It's
Mm-hmm.
passion for me.
Hmm.
So nothing's a gig. Everything I do is, I'm very on point about, and a half an hour early is on time to me.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so you can come in and get set up, and if you have designer changes, or you don't know what's going to happen in that
Right.
minute. In that moment, anything can change, so you need to be prepared for that. So
Hmm.
I applaud you on saying time and punctuality is
Thank you.
important. I
Yeah.
applaud you for that, because that mindset isn't always true for so many.
Right, right.
Okay, moving on. You are also an honor student.
Yes, I am.
Congratulations on being an honor student. You got
Thank
your medical assistance license?
Yes, I'm certified clinical medical assistant and I work at a family practice. So I'm very excited about that. We see all ages from children all the way up to geriatrics. So that's one of my accomplishments. And I also am a cosmetology student.
Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. How did we segue from being a medical assistant to cosmetology? How'd that happen?
Okay, so I always been interested in like beauty, fashion, as you know. So but I always been interested in helping people. I'm very caring. So what I do medical assisting in the morning to 4:30, and then my classes for cosmetology start 5:30 to 10 p.m. So I am busy, pretty busy, and then I do the modeling stuff, of course. So, but with my honors, I made dean's list a lot of times. So I'm very excited about
Yes.
that. And
Yes.
yeah, it's been a great journey.
Wonderful. Did that help you in any way with your modeling? Did it carry over in any way? And you said, "Oh, well, I was doing this, but this can transition into modeling and help me carry me forward as well."
I wouldn't say necessarily. I'm trying to think of how I can correlate those two. I mean, I just work hard. I would say I work hard at anything I do, but yeah. So I feel like it could have in a way.
Well, you have a strong work ethic. Did you get that from your parents?
Yes, my mom. I got that from my mom. Yes.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. And you've been in the business, what, 3 years now?
Yeah, it'll be 3 years in September.
Congratulations. What are your plans outside of Pittsburgh?
My plans outside of Pittsburgh, I really want to be international. So I want to be an international model and go to Paris and, places in Europe. So that's my goal. So I'm going to continue to work hard to get to where I want to be, of course.
Do you plan on doing agency work?
Yes, I want to be signed to an agency. One of my dream agencies is IMG.
Of
Yes.
course.
Yes.
Have you done your research for IMG?
Yes.
And knowing what they're looking for?
Yes.
Good for you.
Sure, which I think I have personally. I think my look is very unique, and they look for personality and things of that nature. So I'm excited.
When do you plan on shopping your portfolio to them?
I'm building it right now. So once I get maybe a few more pictures, professional pictures, I'm going to send that over.
Well, you need at least 10 to 12.
Yes.
10 to 12 strong ones.
Yes. Yeah.
And don't forget your digitals, and
Right.
don't forget your model walk.
Right.
Because so many people go into it blindly, and it's good to see someone with you as young as you are in the industry, not in age, but as time in the industry. 3 years is still relatively young in the industry, and it's good to see that you doing your due diligence. So I applaud you for that. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
I applaud you for that. Yes, ma'am. You're more than welcome. So what's next for you since you're in Pittsburgh? What's your next show? When is your next show coming up? What's the next? You got a photo shoot coming up? What's on the horizon?
Okay, so my next show is for a brand. It's a streetwear brand called Visions Attire. It will be May 31st, so look out for that.
Okay.
I'm very excited for that. I walked for them before last year in their Vision to Reality show. So I just want to give a shout out to Gio. His Instagram is Gio Made It. He's the designer and co-founder of that. So that's my next one. And then I'm sure I'll have plenty more coming up after that.
I'm sure. What kind of photo shoots would you like to do?
I would like to get more into high fashion, like editorial stuff. So I'm working on practicing poses and stuff for that. I recently did one, which I believe that you saw in the red dress.
Yes, ma'am.
The city shoots. I love that. So I would just really want to be creative and use my creativity to come up with some cool shoots.
I think that is fabulous. The shots that I saw were absolutely radiant, and I wished you had kept those for your portfolio.
Thank you.
They were actually wonderful. I'm sure you have a whole host of them that you could probably go through and add to your portfolio.
Yes.
I can see you in high fashion. Absolutely. High fashion and editorial work.
Thank you.
Definitely. And of course, runway. I mean, I can see you doing print and commercial as well,
Mhm.
and urban.
Right.
And
Yeah.
urban. I think you have the whole gambit,
Yeah.
that you have the ability to do the whole gambit, and you have that uniqueness about your face and your
Thank,
body style. Yeah, that
thank
you work
you.
very well in the industry, and basically everything, that you put in. Would you ever do commercials?
Yes, I would. I absolutely would. I don't think there's anything wrong with commercial. And commercial, honestly, they make a lot of money as well.
Yes,
So
they do.
runway is not the only avenue for modeling, and that's what a lot of people think, but it's not true, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So,
And runway models don't make all the money.
right. They don't.
They really don't make all the money.
Yeah.
I also saw that in your information that I received, I saw that you want to work with St. Jude.
Yes, I want to work with St. Jude's because my great grandmother, her name was Betty Jean Lofton. She had cancer and she always donated to them. So, because she had that and she was so adamant about donating, I also want to do that to honor her. You know.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you plan on ever trying to work for St. Jude?
Yes, as a medical assistant, I think it would be great to work with the children there and just brighten up their world. You know, they're going
Mm-hmm.
through a lot. So, yes.
I would think that would be hard to
Yeah.
see the babies in ill states. I think that would be hard. That'd be hard for me.
Yes, it would
So
be
it
hard.
takes a special person to be able to deal with the children in the states that they're in, especially in the situations at St. Jude, because I'm one of the contributing people to St. Jude as well. I do my $19 a month.
Yes. Yes,
you
I
know,
think it would be a little bit hard to see the children like that, but for me to be able to help them and see them progress possibly would mean the world to me, and just
Mhm.
be able to see them happy and in such a hard time would help me as a person, and I know it would help their families to know that someone is there to help their children.
Right. When you're switching back to modeling, when you're walking
Hmm.
and you bring that presence, have you ever had any haters in your camp?
Yes, actually there was a guy, I have no names, I'm not going to drop any names.
No.
There was a guy, he was actually upset that I got into the Pittsburgh Steelers style show, and he was like, "Oh, she thinks she's better than everyone," and all this other stuff. And I was just like, "Don't hate on me. I can help you. You know, I'm a person that I believe I could. We are here to help each other as models and help each other grow." So
Right.
yeah, so I had haters before, but it doesn't really phase me. I just continue to do what I do, and I try to help people the best I can, even if they want to hate on me. You know.
Mhm. I absolutely agree. I call it giving model love.
Yeah.
Model love, baby. Model
Right.
love. Let's get it on and popping. That's what I say when I walk into a room, just to diffuse everything that's going on, to introduce myself, to those that don't know me, and try to just be there for people. That's what I love doing. I love
Mhm.
caring for people as well, and one of the things I love having is model love for everybody. you know
Right.
it doesn't matter if you feel any kind of ill will towards me. That's not what I
Right.
feel towards you, and that's not what I'm bringing to the table.
Right.
Because personally, I love having a good old fashioned beautiful fashion show. There's
Mhm.
nothing like it. And
Right.
if you bring negativity into it, it just takes away from everything that you're trying to accomplish.
Right. It brings the vibe down, and we
It
don't need.
brings Yes, it
Yeah.
truly brings the vibe straight down.
Mhm.
So what suggestions do you have for other young models that are up and coming?
I would just say find your uniqueness, be confident, don't let anyone stop you from your dreams, and work hard. Practice your walk, things of that nature. Just practice every day because you can do it. If I could do it and I didn't have any confidence, you can do it. So hard.
Look at you. Look at you. Now, tell me about this.
Sorry, you cut out a little bit.
I said, did you see the picture pop up? Can you
Yes.
tell me about this picture?
Yes, that's me during my runway walk, my signature walk. It was for the Fashion Royale show by Prince Williams. He's a great
Mm-hmm.
person, and I had so much fun. And this design was by Melissa.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Yes,
that was stunning. You look fabulous. How was it walking for Prince? I love Prince.
it was great. I met him before with from Melissa, but just being in his show, the vibe, he was really on us about working hard and the drive. So I really want to thank him.
Well, I think I heard his show was absolutely phenomenal.
Yes.
And it did very well. And I'm so proud of him. So shout out to Prince. Yes.
The Prince.
Yes, yes, yes. What else do you want to do in the industry and in the medical field? Would you go on in the medical field to possibly be a doctor?
Yes, well, actually, I wanted to go on to be a physician assistant, so and work in pediatrics because I love children. So originally, when I was younger, I wanted to be a pediatrician. It's just the schooling is super long. So since I'm like halfway there with medical assisting, I thought about just being a physician assistant.
I understand that. And in the modeling industry, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I see myself being a high fashion model. Hopefully, I believe I can do it. And also, I told Mr. Jones about this. I want to hopefully one day even start my own agency.
Oh.
Yes.
All right. Yes, darling. Yes. Now tell me where the dress came from. Who are you wearing?
Okay, so this dress is actually from Shein. I know you heard of Shein before, but
I'm a girl.
Yeah, I like the dress a lot. I like the hood that it has, and I just feel like it brings just good vibes, and it looks really good on me. So I really like the dress.
Yeah, I love it on you. Shout out to Shein. Look at this young lady. Hey, look at me too, because I'm a Shein girl too, y'all.
Right.
But I can see you doing Sheinettes. Absolutely. Absolutely. I see you doing whatever you really want to do. And it seems like you have the determination and the drive to do many things in the industry. What do you think we need to do to change the industry to become more productive?
I feel like more diversity, especially with a lot of agencies in Pittsburgh, they're not super inclusive of everyone, I should say. As far as they go for a certain look. But I just feel like overall in the industry, diversity is a big thing. We need more of that, and I feel like the industry will go farther with more diversity.
I agree with that. I agree. And I'm very happy to see our full figure sisters finally getting the recognition that they deserve. I'm very happy to see our transgendered individuals finally getting recognition and recognized for what they bring to the table as well. And I don't think it's delineating our watering down our industry. I think it's doing nothing but boosting us up, because everybody's not a size 2 in the United States.
Right, that's true. That is absolutely.
The average size in the United States for a woman is a 14 at 5'6".
Yeah.
And so being more inclusive, you can make more money. How about that?
Yes.
How about that?
Yeah.
When you see high-end modeling and fashion shows, what does that do for you?
It just helps me bring out my creativity, because I feel like high fashion is all about creativity, from the designs to the poses, to the ads. It's all about using the creativity that the designer wants you to use, but also implementing your own creativity into that.
Do you feel like a hanger when you walking in somebody's design?
No, I do not, because this is something that I absolutely love. I don't feel like just a hanger to anyone. I feel like a person, I feel like a model. So I really love what I do, so I don't feel that way.
That's interesting, because there are times when I know that there are models that feel like a hanger, and they're just representing the merchandise or the clothing or the line or the brand for the designers. That's interesting that you don't feel that way. And a lot of times I know that it's hard to have that confidence to say, no, that's not, I'm more than that, to say I'm more than that. And it's good that you have that strength about yourself.
Yes.
I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
You're more than welcome. You are so more than welcome. What else do you see yourself doing? If you had an agency, what would it look like?
So it will look like inclusion, like I mentioned before, being very diverse. I would offer modeling classes as well. I would train my models. So it will be not only an agency, but it will be like model coaching. I would have like events for my models, like to help them grow and market, kind of like what Mr. Jones does. So it'll be a very good, I feel like, agency and networking, marketing place as well.
Wonderful. And would you do it in Pittsburgh?
Yes, I feel like I would do it in Pittsburgh, but I will also want to have franchises all over the United States.
Of course you would.
Yeah.
Of course, absolutely, positively. Yes, ma'am. Do you have a name?
I have a name. It's in my notes. I had a few different names, so I'm still picking which one that I want to use. I don't know
Okay.
if I want to use my one that will be with my middle name, or if I want to go something more like fashionable, So I'm still choosing.
Okay, so what is fashion forward to you? Because fashion forward to one person is totally different than what that looks like to someone else. So what
Right.
does fashion forward look like for you?
Fashion forward is all about uniqueness to me. Having your own sense of style rather than, I feel like a lot of people feel like fashion forward nowadays is like high end brands and things of that nature, things with logos and all that stuff. But fashion forward is about putting pieces together and making it your own.
Absolutely, I agree with you. Yeah, I'm a thriftaholic personally.
Yes.
I love finding unique pieces, and I even have a storage unit that's 10 by 30. You
Okay.
know that you can put a car in it with clothes. With clothes, I'm getting ready to shut it down because they want too much for it. But
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm gonna put all these clothes, but we're gonna bring them home. We're
Right.
gonna bring them home. But I love being unique in the fact that nobody looks like me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In my fashion, personally, I believe I try to. I believe I do set trends, and
Mhm.
trends follow me versus me
Right.
following trends.
That's how I
You,
feel. Well.
I like being avant-garde. I like being
Mhm.
vintage. I like mixing vintage with modern. I like mixing modern with fashion, being fashion forward.
Right.
And what's old is always new. So you need to study the history of clothing and
Right.
design, and in order to make yourself stand out.
Right.
Even as a model, you have to study your craft,
Mhm.
in order to be better as a model. I mean, you have to come with your own sense of personality, like you say, and be able to present and represent that and hold that
Absolutely.
and hold that. And I think that's something that you do very well.
Thank you.
Look at this. This is hot. This is
Yeah.
totally editorial. That's hot.
This shoot was so fun. It was at a laundromat by where I live, not too far from where I live, about 10 minutes. And I really had a vision in mind. I wanted this to be, like you said, editorial, and that's what it gave. So I
Yes,
was
gave
really
straight editorial on that. I can see that. I can see you with a candy apple red shoe with your foot flipped up. You
excited.
know, flip or sticking out of the washing machine or the dryer. That would
Yeah.
be so cool. Advertising some shoes.
Yes.
Would you ever think of getting into body part modeling?
Um. Wait. Can you repeat that? Sorry.
Would you ever think about getting into body part modeling?
Um.
Like
I feel
hands,
yeah, like hands and yeah. I feel like I could.
cosmetic.
Yeah, I feel like I would, especially me being in cosmetology school. We do like little projects and stuff like for nails and makeup and all that. So I feel like that would be very fun as well.
Yeah, I think you would do well in that as also. You know,
Yeah.
um, I can see you're so rounded. You have such a nice look that
Thank
that's unique, and I think that you would do so well in all areas. But I really, really see you doing editorial and high fashion. I
thank
really do. You know, so when it comes down to it, if you had to help change Pittsburgh Fashion Week,
hmm
what would that look like for you?
Changing Pittsburgh Fashion Week. Once again, more inclusion because they don't really include everyone. Even myself, I applied a few times and I haven't gotten in. So they go with models from an agency in Pittsburgh, not too much freelance models. So
Oh, really?
like I would include more freelance models because there's a lot of talented models in Pittsburgh
Mm-hmm.
that don't have, the they don't have the opportunity to get into these shows or go farther than what they can't go as far as they believe they could, So
Mhm.
yes.
I can see the inclusion part of that, and I think that's very important as well, because there are talented people out there,
Right.
that could give the next model a run for her money. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yes.
But if you're not given the opportunity, how can you become featured? I mean, you were a featured model for the Steelers fashion show.
Yes.
How did that feel?
It felt amazing just being there and being around Miss Kia and Mr. Mike Tomlin. They're amazing people. And also the other models, they were great. So I had so much fun doing that.
What did you rock during that? Can you explain it to us?
Yeah, so I had a streetwear look, and I
Mhm.
also had a few like couture pieces from
Mhm.
Kia's line. So it was
Mhm.
very nice. I had like a gold dress, and then I had like a camo two-piece set. So that was very, very nice.
And you went from couture to urban.
Yes, yes.
I know that was fun. It was like, okay, this is gonna be interesting.
Mhm, was.
Wow, 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 wow. Would you like to travel? And
Yes,
where would you like to go?
I would love to travel, and I would want to go to New York. I would want to go to Europe, LA, and Atlanta. So
Mhm.
basically, all the big modeling capitals.
What makes you want to come to Atlanta? Because it's not easy here.
I want to come to Atlanta because I feel like I have what it takes to be successful in the modeling market down there. I
Mhm.
feel like I have my own uniqueness, and I would love to meet some of the models down there. But like I said, my own uniqueness and my own personality, and my walk is fierce, of course. So
Tell me about this beautiful shot. This is very
this
editorial.
yes, this shot is actually from a birthday photo shoot before I even got into modeling
Mhm.
when I was 19. Yes.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. You got legs for days.
Thank you.
Mhm. And where was this at?
This was at a place in Pittsburgh called the Color Park. That is actually Vision's attire that I am wearing, their brand that I will be doing the show May 31st for.
Okay.
Yes, so they're streetwear.
I was going to say the urban gear. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Are there other brands that you would like to rock for?
Um, yes, there's some high-end brands that I would like to walk for, but I'm trying to think of more Pittsburgh brands that I would love to walk for. Let me think. Um, there's this guy, he has his own brand, it's called Alex Ascension. I actually am trying to get into a show with him, and he's like urban wear as well, but he also does some like higher fashion stuff. He went to design school, so I am going to be working with him soon.
Okay. And you've already connected with him. Look at this street shot. Who shot you?
A guy named Louis Short. His studios, Get Right Studios. You guys should check him out. He's great and very nice. So that's who shot me for this shoot.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
Thank you.
It's very relevant. It's very fashion forward. I like it. I like it a lot. Mm-hmm. What else do you are you married?
No, I'm not married, but I that will be in the works hopefully very soon in a couple years.
Okay. Well, I hope that you find, or are you in a relationship, may I
Yeah.
ask?
Yes, I've been in a relationship for 5 years with my boyfriend Samuel. I love him so much.
Oh, hi, Samuel.
I told him he said hi.
Okay, please do. Please do. Does he support what you do?
Yes, he loves that I'm a model. He's always been so supportive ever since I started, and he helped me build my confidence actually. So
Mm-hmm. And
yes,
what did you do to do that?
to build my confidence. I started doing affirmations in the mirror. My aunt was like, "You're beautiful. Do some affirmations in the mirror. Remind yourself who you are." And I did that, and it really helped. Um, Also, I just journal things about myself that I like. So that really brought some confidence to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You kind of broke up right there. You did what?
I started writing things that I love about myself in my journal, and that
Mm-hmm.
really helped just bring things to life that I like about myself. So
And you
that
manifested those things?
yes, and I actually feel like I manifested me being like such a successful model I am today, because I would write down, I'm going to be in this many shows, and then it would happen, and then I'm going to walk for this brand, or I'm going to do this, and it's like all my manifestations are like coming to life. So
wonderful.
yes.
Wonderful. When would be a time that you would decide to stop modeling? When is this going to be forever, or
I feel like as long as I am able to model, I will want to. I'm going to be like Naomi. Like I'm going to model till I can't model anymore. I love it so much, and it just brings me so much happiness. And using my creativity and also the designer's creativity, it really helps me. So I love what I do.
Well, it's my plans to be 105, at least 105 years old, still modeling in my cheetah wheelchair and my support hose and my little house shoes and my little caftan. I'm gonna tell them, come on, baby, put my shoes on, put my hosiery on, and I'm still gonna be modeling. Yes, ma'am. So it's a lifetime thing for me too.
Yeah.
Do you have any siblings?
Yes, I have siblings. On my dad's side, I have 6 siblings.
Wow. So you're not an only child.
Yes, I'm an only child on my mom's side.
Okay. Yes. And what do they say about it?
They love it. My sister, well, I'm mainly closest to my sister my age. She's also 22. But she loves it. She supports me, and she's always commenting on my pictures and stuff, and telling me how she loves what I do and my confidence. So it really helps.
Good for you. Sounds like you have a very well-rounded group of people that support you and love you and what you're doing. And, I can't say any more than that about that. It's wonderful. Are they supportive in coming out to your shows as well?
Yes, they are. My mom always comes. My sister's been to a few. She works a lot, so it's kind of hard for her sometimes. And my boyfriend, my grandma, my aunts, cousins, so everyone comes out.
You got a whole entourage.
Yes.
That's good. How's it feel when you look out and see them?
It feels amazing. Like, oh, they're here to support me. Enzia the model. Yes, that feels great.
That's good. That is really good. When you're planning to do a show, how do you prepare yourself mentally?
I just get in that mode, honestly. Since I've been doing it for almost 3 years, I'm like kind of used to it now. So I'm just, once I hit that stage, that runway, I'm just like on good mood. I'm focusing. I'm giving the face. I'm giving the walk, of course. So, yep.
That's good. So when you're getting ready and prepping, see, I have a whole routine, and when I start getting ready and doing makeup and stuff before the show, because they always say come hair and makeup ready unless we're told otherwise.
Right.
Especially with me being bald, it ain't no hair to really no hair to get together. So we're doing face, and I get face together and everything. That's when I'm really starting to get into the mindset of what I'm getting ready to do. And that's when the excitement really hits me. It's not the day before. It's not the day of. It's just in that one instant moment when I'm in the mirror, putting on face and getting the earrings on, dressing in my all black. I'm putting on my uniform, And when I cross that threshold of my front door and become Zaharraa Geyhanna, baby, it's on and popping.
Yeah.
I'm sure you feel about the same way.
Yes, I do. And especially once I'm about to hit the stage and I have on my designs that the designer put me in, I feel it. So.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Have you ever sold a garment off your back?
No, I haven't actually.
Oh, well, wait, that's an experience in itself. That feeling alone is when the designer comes to you and tells you you sold something for them. It's a whole different feeling.
Okay.
It makes you very excited.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to do that again. Definitely do that again. A whole different vibe. What do you do to stay up?
Well, of course I exercise. I feel like that helps. Just being active helps you be up in energy. I do affirmations, of course, like I mentioned, and I just try to do things I love and things that make me happy, because when you do things you love, your energy is elevated. So
absolutely. you have a positive mindset, and I'm sure that exudes from you when you're in the room with the other young ladies and young men doing their thing. And I'm sure the vibe is just really strong for you, and the connections are really strong for you. Is that true?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, now that's what I'm talking about. You are just phenomenal, young lady. I'm very, very, very proud of you. You just make me feel good up because you're up and coming and you're doing the thing, and it's not many that I can say to do that. Here in the Atlanta market, it's a whole different breed. It's a whole different breed, and I'm sure you're going to bring ferociousness when you do come to the market. Hit me up when you get here.
I definitely will. I will.
Maybe you do, because I think there are a couple of people that I think they would love to work with you, such as B. Dinks and Renee Singleton and Terry Stevens and Fats, and there are several designers I'm sure. Farabelle will really happy to work with you. There are several people I know that would just eat you up.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. You are so welcome. Tell me a little bit more about when you were growing up and growing into who you are now.
So when I was growing up, I was just a shy little girl, and I feel like as I got older, I just grew into this outgoing person. I feel like my mom really helped with that. She always told me I'm beautiful and I could do anything I put my mind to. So I feel like she helped me on this journey and just with my overall confidence. Also, my boyfriend, like I mentioned. So as I got older and I got a boyfriend, he always helped me. He also did the same. So, yeah.
We are coming up on our 43 minutes. I think it's 43 minutes. I can't really see.
I think it's 41.
41. We're coming up on 45 minutes. In these last few moments, tell me what your deepest thoughts are on modeling.
My deepest thoughts are on modeling. Also, I just love the industry, honestly. Like, people would try to push me away from it. They say there's like bad things about modeling, like just some of the designers. Like, some people in my family will say like people can be sketched out in modeling, some designers or photographers. But me personally, I research all of that before I work with anyone, because I'm freelance. So I feel like I love modeling. I know what to do to keep myself safe. So, yes.
Do you utilize the buddy system ever?
The buddy system, what exactly is that? Is it like
going with someone else?
Yes. I usually have my boyfriend take me places, and if he's not available, I will go by myself. But I'll text him who I'm with and where I am, and I'll send him my location.
Good for you. Good for you. Have you ever been put in a predicament where you were uncomfortable?
No.
That's fabulous.
Yes.
That is absolutely wonderful. Glad to hear that. Because it happens to so many models, where you're put in positions where they're uncomfortable, be it with a designer, be it with a photographer, be it behind the scenes, getting ready for a show, and they become very uncomfortable with something somebody said or somebody did.
Right.
When you get down to it, and it's better to be safe than sorry.
It is, absolutely.
It's better to be safe than sorry. When you look at Naomi and Tyra, what do you want to garner from them?
I feel like I have garnered it, my fierceness. But also I love that they are Black women in the industry who are so successful, very successful. And that really inspires me as a Black woman, that if they can do it, I can do it too. And I took inspiration from them, but made it my own. So, yes.
Absolutely, positively.
Yes.
Well, it has been a real pleasure talking to you, and you've had a lot to say. What are you going to say lastly to the models that are out there? Let them know what's what and who's who, and who they got coming for.
Always be confident. Always be you. Use your creativity, and work on your walk in the mirror and poses. And I would just say, lastly, thank you so much for having me. It was great.
Thank you for coming on. And see, I was going to mess it up.
It's okay.
Enzia. No, it's not. Enzia, I got you. Enzia Lofton. Thank you, from Pittsburgh, PA to Steel City. You go get them, girl.
Thank you.
And I look forward to when you come to Atlanta. Because I know you got some bigger and better, especially working with Mr. Jones. I know you got some bigger and better things coming. So I'm looking forward to seeing what you got going to bring onto the table, baby.
Thank you so much.
You know what? This is your girl, Zaharraa Geyhanna with Models Talk. Y'all, we get ready to get on out of here. And once again, Enzia Lofton, thank you so much for being here. Yes.
Bye.
This is it. Talk to you later. Peace and love. Throw them deuces. Model love. Always. Your girl, Zaharraa Geyhanna. Bye-bye.
Bye.